Hello friends! I am starting this video in a little bit of a different way because I thought it would be fun to show you some sneak peeks of what is coming up. And even though the cleaning itself wasn't as fun for me, I hope the footage is still entertaining. The initial plan was that I would be cleaning at least 2 rooms in this apartment, but I ended up cleaning just the kitchen and I will explain you why. In this house lives a man in his late 40s with his shepherd dog, and we will call the man Mark. I was contacted by a social worker who knew Mark and the situation in his home, and she asked me if I could clean some rooms in his apartment. She also told me that Mark had an alcohol problem and that he had a really hard time taking good care of himself. The social worker also said that she had asked Mark to leave his apartment for a couple of hours when I would be cleaning. Mark was informed that I would come, but at the moment I rang his doorbell, it appeared to me that he had a very difficult time letting me in. It turned out that Mark had hardly any friends and he was also very distrustful towards people that he didn't know. So, as Mark was holding the door ajar, he asked me if I really wanted him to leave the house. And he explained to me that he was really stressed to leave the house because his shepherd dog always had a panic attack when taking the elevator. And Mark also told me that because of this, a lot of people in the apartment complex had become afraid of his shepherd dog. Since I saw that Mark was quite stressed and since I understood that he didn't want to cause any more trouble with his neighbors, I said, no, you can stay home. What was quite adorable in that moment was that Mark, his dog, slipped through the door and she was sniffing me and just being happy and being okay with me. And I think that was a sign for Mark to trust me. Even though I think Mark is a good guy at heart, the moment I stepped in, he already started asking me questions that made me feel uncomfortable. He was asking me about my age and if I still lived with my parents or not and where I lived exactly and stuff like that. While we were having this little bit awkward conversation, I noticed that he was slurring his words a little bit. So as I started cleaning his kitchen, I was already on my guard, but I kept on cleaning until the point where I felt unsafe, and I will tell you what happened in a little bit. As you can see, I started by picking up all the trash from the floor, and I don't know if this is becoming a thing or not, but in every home where I come, there are eggshells everywhere. I don't know what this is and why people throw these on the floor, but yeah, you can see them here as well. Maybe smashing eggs on the wall or on the floor could bring luck. I don't know, maybe I should try that. When I was a student, I was part of a student group and they organized the hazing each year for the new students. And I remember having so many eggs cracked on my head. And even after 2 showers, I still could find little eggshells, pieces of an eggshell in my hair. I don't think Mark cracked these eggs on his head though. But I was thinking about his shepherd dog, since if she had licked anything of this or eaten an eggshell, I think that might have caused some problems.
Sitting in the morning sun. Ja. Ja. Eens even kijken. Die heb ik nodig. Die.
As you could hear, Mark kept talking to me in the background and I got really distracted by that. But his talking wasn't the only thing I heard. I also heard him opening a can of beer. And within a half an hour later, I heard him opening another can of beer. And these were 1/2 liters. It was at this point that I felt unsafe and I decided to stay no longer in the house than necessary and that I would finish this job faster than I normally would. Secretly, I was also glad that I was live on TikTok this morning, so I had about 200 people watching me, seeing myself, and know that I was really stressed at that moment. I don't know if I made the right decision to stay another hour, but his dog was there too, and I think when something would have happened, his dog would definitely have barked, and so that made me feel a little bit more comfortable. Also, I'm speeding up the next part a little bit faster because Mark was talking quite a lot.
Ja. Oh ja. Ja. Oh ja. Nee, natuurlijk niet. Nee, dat gaat niet. Dat is zelfs als jij aangekomen niet doen. Dat is zelfs als jij aangekomen niet doen. Ja, zo is het. Ja. Nee, precies. Ja. Oh ja. 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 En dan kijk je volgens mij. Yes, sir. Oh. Ja, joh. Wat daarvoor? Een pup. Ah joh, die zijn zo leuk. Die zijn zo schattig. Ja, deze is een lievertje, dat kan niet anders. Oké, terug. Daar is het. Ja, denk ik wel. Of, ja, klopt ie. Ja, precies. Dat zou mooi zijn. Nee, maar zo niet. Oh, ja joh. Dat zou ik niet willen. Dat zou ik niet willen. En je moet niet ja? Het zou ook kunnen, zeker. Ja, dat kan inderdaad. Ja, die hoor, hè. Ja. Ja, maar ook niet, die heeft nog ja. Ja. Ik denk dat ik ook een beetje uitwisselen. Ja. Ja. Oh, ja, ja. Dat is zo. Ja, dat is ook. En dan ga je even nemen, of twee keer toch? Oh ja, lekker hoor. Nee. Nee, sorry. Ja. Nee, precies. Ja, dat ging nog steeds wel. Ja. Oh. Ja. Ja, ja.
This microwave was quite the surprise for me. I did not expect it to look like this. And even though I was in a little bit of a hurry because of my own safety, I really couldn't let Mark eat another day from this microwave. I could see from all the trash that Mark ate a lot of ready-to-eat meals that you only need to warm up in the microwave. But this microwave was truly a hazard for his health, and so I just had to clean it. I used a disinfection spray that kills 99% of all the mold and bacteria. But because I saw that this microwave was also rusting a little bit, I did advise the social worker to make Mark buy a new one. I also cut some parts from the cleaning of this microwave just because I really wanted to show the camera what I was doing, but at the same time it was really hard for me to see what I was actually doing. So the parts where I am bending over and looking into the microwave I cut out. It's time for pizza! Just kidding, it was time to remove the trash bags so I could clean the floor. And this part will be the most satisfying part.
Ja. Nu gaan we scrollen. Thanks.
This is almost the end of this video, but I'm not leaving before I show you some before and after pictures. And I also want to thank you so much for watching this video, because in this way you are supporting these cleanings for free. Tell your friends and everybody you know about Jolien Cleans, and I would love to grow the channel. If you want to support this channel in another way, you can become a member or support by giving a small donation on buymeacoffee.com. I really hope to see you next time. Bye!